So have you ever seen someone with dementia walking with small shuffling steps, maybe barely lifting their feet off the ground? And you might think they're just tired or they're weak, but this walk is a sign. It's called the dementia shuffle. And the dementia shuffle doesn't just come with old age or from old age. The dementia shuffle can happen because the brain is struggle to process movement and balance. That's all. Struggling to process that. People with dementia can lose their sense of rhythm when they're walking, and they might feel unsure of themselves or forget how to move confidently. And so you add to that things like muscle stiffness and reduced coordination, or even poor eyesight. And you've got someone whose steps become shorter and slower and less certain. And sometimes they shuffle because they're afraid of falling. Everybody is afraid of falling. And other times, they don't even realize that they're shuffling. They don't realize. But the scary part is that the shuffle increases the risk of falls. I've seen residents go from walking steadily to barely being able to lift their feet just from a urinary infection or even a change of medication. I've seen it. And that shuffle, it's a warning sign that something is changing. We need to pay attention to it. So what is the solution? What is the solution? How can you support someone who's starting to shuffle? How are you going to support this person? Because obviously it's going to affect them massively, and it's going to affect how you care for them. So you need to make sure they're wearing sturdy, non-slip shoes. Don't put socks or slippers on tiled floors. It's a slip risk. Yeah? Clear any parts that they walk on. No rugs, no cables or clutter. Good lighting is essential because shadows can confuse the brain and make walking even harder. Okay? Walk with them. Walk with them. Don't rush them. Let them set the pace. And sometimes your calm presence gives them the confidence to lift their feet. And sometimes you can bring in the physiotherapist if it's possible. They can help build strength and balance. But here's something important, really important. If someone suddenly starts to shuffle, it might not be the dementia progressing. You need to check for infection, for pain, and for stroke symptoms, and sometimes medication side effects. Yeah? A shuffle isn't a new stage. It can be a sign that they need medical attention. The dementia shuffle is a silent signal. Don't ignore it. We need to keep our loved ones safe and supported. And if you found this helpful, please share this video. Please share it and follow for more practical dementia tips that make a real difference. Be kind.